Hello everybody, it's Lewis from Norwich City Central, founder of the Norwich City Central. For all the Bournemouth fans going up to Carrow Road, hope you all have a pleasant journey there and back. Previewing this game, and I don't want to be talking about Norwich in 20th place and staring down the Championship, but that's probably what it's going to look like. And for your fans as well, Bournemouth Football Club, we haven't been much better this season. And Bournemouth are in a really bad position as well. I think you're looking at the two worst formed teams in the division. Norwich City have only won one game in the Premier League in 4 months. Our last win at Carrow Road was Manchester City back in September. And we've struggled obviously to get the points this season. Where is it going wrong? Probably didn't have enough investment. I think we've got some really talented players. You'll know the likes of Todd Cantwell, Abi Buendia, who are doing excellent. Pukki and Cantwell have contributed to most of our goals. Pukki 8 goals and Todd Cantwell 6 goals. The fullbacks have been okay, but I think the spine of the team, the centre backs who that necessarily weren't brilliant in the Championship in terms of keeping clean sheets out, central defensive midfielder and our central attacking midfielder, we haven't quite got that combination right. That's probably where we've been weak and lacking quality. But as I said, our last win at Carrow Road was against Manchester City, and in recent games at Carrow Road, we've actually played very well. Particularly as we've had very good spells in the game. We have played Crystal Palace and Tottenham at home, who was winning the game from the 80th minute and then couldn't hold out to get the win. Arsenal we should have won, and Wolves we battered them in the first half but failed to get the point. So we've played well at Carrow Road, but we probably haven't been clinical enough and haven't been good enough in both boxes. That's probably where we fell short. And for Norwich, this really is a must-win game now. We're currently on 14 points. I think Bournemouth are on 20, and you're going to need around 40 points this season, and we really need another 7 wins from our next however many games there are, 15 games, 16 games. So we're really getting into a stage now where Norwich City have got to go and win matches. Bournemouth players who have been impressed by, obviously Bournemouth done incredibly well to get to the Premier League and stay there. We both got promoted in the same season back in the 2014-15 season. Bournemouth players who are impressive. I think Nathan Ake, standout defender. He's physical, he's got really good attributes, and Callum Wilson was a guy I was expecting to really kick on and have a really good season and cement himself in the England squad. He hasn't had a shot on target, I believe, since the 6th of October. Now Norwich are going to come round, I'm sure he's going to get goals, but he's a player who impresses me, but of course has been poor for whatever reason. They're the kind of 2 standout players, I'd say, and Aaron Ramsdale as well, who's an excellent goalkeeper who made a couple of brilliant saves in the reverse fixture against us back in October. If Norwich City go down, obviously it's going to be incredibly hard to come back up. A lot of teams who go down really do struggle. However, under Daniel Farke and our sporting director Stuart Webber, we have a plan. We don't have a lot of money as a club, but under Stuart Webber, who can pick out these cheap buys like Pukki and Buendia from European leagues, and from someone like Farke who plays a nice brand of football and can develop youngsters, I think we'll be okay if we can stick with these two together. Score prediction: it's going to be a tough game. If Norwich City could continue playing well at Carrow Road, we could get a result, but as I said, not good enough in both boxes and just lack a little bit of experience and quality. But I will say Norwich City do get a win and finally get back to winning ways with a 2-1 win, although I'm very wary that this is a big game for Bournemouth, and they can easily go and win this game, and if they do, I think it's curtains for Norwich City's Premier League season hopes. But they're my thoughts. Thank you for having me on the channel. Please go to subscribe to Back of the Net if you haven't already. I'm Lewis from Norwich City Central. I'm really looking forward to the game. Safe trip, safe travels, and I'll see you later.